From previous session, we learned about Golang Go routines, concurrency, and channels. As part of this session, we'll learn more about web development using Golang, and also we can learn RESTful APIs how to implement using Golang. Let's talk about web development using Golang as part of this session. Building server-side web applications is an important aspect of web development as it involves creating the backend of web application that interacts with the client side to deliver a seamless user experience. Go is an ideal language for building server-side web applications due to its several features that make it well suited for this type of development. Some of the reasons why Go is ideal for building server-side web applications are fast performance. Go is known for its fast performance, which is crucial for building high-performance server-side applications that need to handle a large amount of requests and process a large amount of data. Concurrency support. Go provides built-in support for concurrency, which is crucial for building server-side applications that need to handle multiple requests simultaneously. This means that Go can handle multiple requests at the same time, making it an ideal language for building scalable and efficient server-side applications. Simplicity. Go is designed to be a simple, easy to learn, and easy to use. This makes it an ideal language for building server-side applications as developers can quickly get up and running with Go without having to spend a lot of time learning complex concepts. Standard library. Go has a rich standard library that provides a lot of functionality out of the box. This includes support for handling HTTP requests, handling databases, and more, making it easier to build server-side applications in Go. Building web server and handling HTTP requests. Building web server and handling HTTP requests are core aspect of web development with Go. Go provides several built-in packages such as Net HTTP package that makes it easy to build web servers and handle HTTP requests. Here is an overview of how to build a web server in Go and handle HTTP requests. Import Net HTTP package. This package provides the basic building block for building HTTP based applications in Go. Creating a function to handle HTTP requests. This function will be called whenever an HTTP request is received by the server. This function will take an HTTP response writer and an HTTP request as our argument, and it should write a response writer that will be sent back to the client. Start the web server using the HTTP listen and serve function to start the web server and begin listening for the incoming HTTP request. The function takes a listen address string that specifies the address and port to the listen on, and handle function that will be called to handle incoming requests. This program looks very simple web server. Creating a RESTful web services. Use a framework. A framework such as Gin or Echo can simplify the process of creating RESTful API in Go and provide a common foundation for the team to build upon. Define a clear API contract. Before beginning development, define the resources, endpoints, and resources that the API should support. This will help ensure that all team members are working towards a common goal and prevent inconsistency in the API design. Use middleware. Middleware can be used to perform tasks such as authentication, request validation, and logging before a request reaches its intended handler. This helps keep the handlers clean and focused on business logic. Write authenticated test, automated test. Automated tests are essential for ensuring that your API works as intended, especially as the code base grows and changes over time. Using a testing framework such as Jingo or GoTest to write tests for each endpoint in your API. Document the API. Include clear documentation for each endpoint in your API, including the expected request and response formats. This will help other team members and external consumers understand how to use the API. Use versioning. Considering using versioning to maintain backward compatibility as your API evolves over time. This allows you to add new features and make breaking changes without impacting existing consumers. Implement logging and error handling. Logging and error handling are important for debugging and troubleshooting issues with your API. Use a logging library such as Logros and written descript error responses to help users to understand what went wrong. Creating RESTful web services. We will see like a simple web service how it looks like. So I have created some simple function here. If you see simple web service, I'm just running this particular file, and here we are trying to listen port number 8000. So to understand this, we are just handling the root level URL, and whenever the root level URL we are trying to handle, this handler function will be called. This handler function just prints the hello world. Let us see how it looks like now. If you see localhost 8000, so you can see that hello world is printed from this particular thing. Okay, this is very simple program. Let us see with other things. What is other topic we need to discuss here? Okay, so web service using Gin framework. Let us see how it looks like Gin framework. I created one simple program here also with Gin framework. Let me close all these things to not confuse. So you in this case, as we see this one in this line, so you need to get the Gin framework. So for Gin framework, you need to send this command actually. Go get minus u github.com/gin minus gonic slash gin. So this will get the framework for you. How to verify this framework is installed or not in your system? You can go to users, your username, go src on github.com. Here you can see that gin gonic and gin, right? So let us come back here. Now we are at okay. So now we can go to web service using Zin. Now go run main dot go. So this is actually started listening to the 8080 now. Let us see like 8080 here. Yes, you are able to receive the message from this particular get functionality here. We are handling all the root level all get operations here, right? Okay. Now let us move on with other framework. So now RESTful using Gorilla Mux. Use the Gorilla Mux command to get the Gorilla Mux framework to your system. That is go get minus u github.com gorilla/mux. If you do this command, it will be installed Gorilla Mux framework in your system. How to confirm that? You can go here, users, username, go src, and followed by github.com. Inside github.com, if you see Gorilla, right, and Mux. So this framework is installed in my system. Let us see like how I can handle here that how we can use this framework to implement RESTful API. So if you observe here, like I just imported the Gorilla Max package and also net slash HTTP package. So here, what are the operations I'm trying to handle? That we can see here. I am trying to handle get, post, put, and delete. Right? These are the things. How you can get that this to handle this handle functions thing. We have installed. We have imported the Mux package, Gorilla Mux package. From that package, you can create the new router. You will get the router objects. From the router object handle function, from the root actually you can slash users actually will get the users slash users and id you will get the specific user, and slash users with post command you can create the new user and update in the users global object. Similarly put you can update the user if you want to change something, and also you can use the delete, you can delete the user. These are the things, and we are listening again like 8000 port number. And also you can see that we are trying to handle all the functions like get users actually. Once you get slash users you can run this command. Actually we will call this particular get users method, and here we are writing all the users into the response writer w in the JSON format. Similarly get user, we are trying to search the user in the users. If you find the user, we are trying to write that particular user JSON format into the in the right response writer. Create user also we are trying to create the user whatever we send from the command, and we are appending that new user into our global users object, global user slice basically. So update user, we are trying to find the user here. If we find the user, then we are trying to update the user with the new details, and we are returning that user back to the caller. And delete user, similarly, we are trying to find uh, the requested delete user ID. Once we are able to find, we are trying to remove that particular user from the global slice, and we are trying to return by writing to response writer all the users, remaining users. I just wrote some commands here. Let us run first code. I'm just trying to run this particular code. Okay. Now we'll see, this is I think 8,000. Okay. This is not required. Let us see, like through curl command we can try to run. We can see that here, right? We are handling like slash users basically for the get function. So let us see here. So I'm here, what I'm doing, I'm trying to get command. I'm trying to send the get command for this particular localhost users. So to get all the users basically, if you see that currently there are this many users are there, we are trying to get that one, right? So this is actually we are able to create. Let us see, let us read the one user, first user. So you can see that you will get the one user ID one with its details. Let us create the new user. For example, I want to create new user now. Let us see that. Yes, new user is created, and also you can see that new user here, right? Oh, okay. Let us read all users now. Okay. Let us update the user. So we are trying to update the user with Suprasad Tamatam. Mhm. And also delete the user using this command. Okay. Now you can see only one user now. Now if you see the user, so we have only one user now. Okay. Coming back, and we discussed about simple web service using Gin framework, and also web service using Gorilla Marks.